So let's start with this 2023 Common Education and Technical Services exam. So let's start with question number 1. If you're not following me, please raise your hand and you can ask the question. You can ask the question from inbox, okay? Before starting, if you have any doubts or if you want to clarify something, after that I'll start with the question. You can just inbox or you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Anything, anyone? Okay. If not, let's start then. So this is a question based on percentage. The question says, if 78% of the total amount is this one, then the total amount is. Most of the time, if you have attended any of my class, you will follow me this one easily. But if you haven't attended my class, who knows, it may be a bit hard for you to follow me, but I'll try to simplify as much as possible. The question says 78% is nothing but 390. So which means 1% is how much? 1% is 390 divided by 78. What do we need? We need to find the total amount. Total amount means 100%. So which means 100% is, I'll just multiply by 100. Because this is 1%, 100% is multiplied by 100. 9078 into 100. So if I simplify this, 250, 2 3 are 6, 9 are 18, 3 cancel, that means 10. So 100% is nothing but 500, because 10 into 50 will give me 500 there. So the answer here is A, which is 500. I hope you have followed me this. You give a thumbs up, okay, if you have followed me every time. After that, I'll move on. Okay, let's go to next. Whenever you see a ratio-based question like this, it's not the right way to say, but I'll just suggest you this way to solve you a bit easier. A represents this one, P represents this one. If you have 2:3, which simply means that 2 divided by 3, okay? Always remember that. So A:B means A divided by B, which is equal to 3 divided by 7. So now, what I'll do is, I'll just assume the value of A is 3 and the value of B is 7. And I'll put it in this equation. So now, 4 into A is 3. A is equal to, I'll assume it is 3 and B as 7. So 4 into 3 plus 5 into, in place of B, I'm going to put 7 there. Divided by 2 into 3 plus 2 into 7. So let's simplify it. 4 3s are 12 plus 7 into 5 is 35 divided by 3 2s are 6 plus 7 2s are 14. That means 20 and 9, 49. 49, is it 29? Oh, it's 47. So 47 divided by 20 is our answer here, which is option number A there. Clear? Okay, let's go to the next. Question number 88. Here the question is, it's a question based on odd pairs. Choose the odd pairs from the following alternative. So you have 3 options here. This is a topic where you need more practice. Number analogy or this kind of questions, okay, odd pairs out. So if you don't practice, it will be hard for you to solve this kind of question in exam. So what I'll suggest you is, if you are too much lazy to practice, at least watch video based on this kind of questions, okay? That's more than enough, because if you have an idea of how it works, then that's more than enough. So let's check this one. Always compare 2 numbers here. Whenever you have 2 numbers here, one is a smaller number and the other one is a bigger number. So using the smaller number, try to bring it out to bigger number in this type of question. So what I'll do is I'll do like this. I'll just check 45 into 2, which will give me 90. I'll check for 45 into 3. 5 2s are 15, 1, 12, 13. I'm getting 135. So I'm seeing a pattern here, which is 45 into 3. That means second number into 3, and plus 5 will give me 140. So let's check for the other one as well. Second number is 35 into 3, which will give me 5 2s are 15, 1 2s are 9, 10, 105. 105 plus 5 will give me 110. That means the pattern of this one and this one is same. So let's find the odd pattern out. So what about this? 30 into 3 is equal to 90, plus 5 will give me only 95. So which means this is the odd one. Let's check for this one. 80, no. 25 into 3, which is 75, plus 5 will give me how much? 80. That means if you look here, there's a pattern of into 3 and plus 5. We are getting 140, which is correct here, 110, which is correct here, 80 here, 80 here, but we are getting 95, but we are getting 100 here, which means the odd option is this one. Okay. Let's go next. This type of question, the next question that I'm going to discuss here, we call it critical reasoning. In critical reasoning, most of the time, sometimes we may get our answer different or wrong, okay? So try to read the question properly. It may not be a direct question, but try to analyze what is given in the question. So let's see what statement is. The average number of the person's household is 5 in urbans. So there's one thing here, there's urban here. That's number one. Whereas it is 7 in rural areas. So there's rural area. So the average, I'll just write average here. Average in urban is 5% per household, and in rural there is 7% per household. This is average. Next, what is given? The national average is 6. That means combining this one and this one, the average is 6. Whenever you see this kind of question, what else I just use this? If you have two groups and an average given, then the best approach is allocation approach. I don't know whether most of you might not know allocation approach, but let me just tell you how to approach. So the allocation approach is like this. You use this one, urban area, which is 5, and rural 6. So always keep your mean or average value in the center. And after that, you subtract this. 6 minus 5, 6 minus 5 will give me how much? 1. Again, 7 minus 6 will give me 1. So the ratio that you are getting here is nothing but it's the number of people in urban and rural. That means the ratio of that two. Okay. This is a bit complex because we are just starting, but try to follow me. If not, I'll just explain in another approach as well. So the average I'm giving here, and the urban average is this one, rural average is this one. So the total average is 1:1. That means the number of people in urban and the number of people in rural are the same there. But remember, the average is this one and the average is this one. So if you know a little bit of average, average means the sum of the people divided by the number of people. This is average. Average means the sum of the people divided by number of people. So now, average is 5 for urban, but the number of people is 1. So which means sum is nothing but how much? 5 into 1, which is 5. which simply means that the number of people in a household in urban is 5. Next, for rural areas, the sum or the number of people in a household is 7 into this one. The number of people is 1. So which means the number of people in a household in rural is 7 and in urban is 5. So let's read the statement. The population per unit area in rural area is lower than the urban areas. So if you look here, the population in rural areas is compared with urban areas. The question says the rural areas are less. Is this one less? No, right? Because this one is greater than this one. In urban it is 5 only, but in rural it's 7. So which means our conclusion 1 is wrong. Because conclusion 1 says that rural is lower than the urban. But according to our statement, the number of people in rural is higher than the urban. Next is, more person lives in the same household in rural areas as compared to those in urban. That's correct. So which means only 2 will follow. So I don't know whether you followed me with this one or not, but in coming days I'll be doing average, so at that time you'll follow me properly, okay? Or you can come back to this video later and review it. Let's go to next. The most expected question for this year is this kind of question. If asked DI. In DI, there's two things. One is when it is given in terms of percentage and when it is given in terms of degree. If your value is given in terms of percentage, the total will be always 100%. But if your section, okay, this one, okay, is given in terms of degree, then it will be 360. So you look here. In this question, we are given in terms of what? Percentage. So which means the total percentage will be nothing but 100%. Because it is in terms of percentage. What does the question say? If the total of 1,200 kg of fruits, that means according to our assumption, the total is 100% there. And the question says it is 1,200 kg. Why am I using 100% here? Because the question says it is given in terms of percentage, which means if in asked question, in terms of percentage, the total is 100%. If in terms of degree, then the total is 360. So now, my 100% is equal to 1,200 kg. But my 1% will be how much? 1200 divided by 100 kg. That means 0 cancel. 1% is nothing but 12 kg. Now what is asked in the question? Calculate the total amount of bananas sold. How much? 30%. I know 1% is this one. 30% is how much? I'll just multiply by 30. Which means 30 into 12. So 3 to the 6, 303, 360 kg. So the answer here is B there. I hope you're following this. Okay. Now the other one is word analogy. It's a simple one. It's about pounds, okay, which means food character. So the foot of the cat we call it paws, and the foot of the horse is hoofs. So that's an easy one. But these things, you just go through PYQs. CGL PYQs or railway kind of question, then it will help you a lot, okay? Now this one. If you have identified counting figures, then it's very easy. I'll just tell you a concept here. If you have a box, and inside the box, if there's a cross mark, and if you also find the number of squares, then there will be 5. Why 5? This one is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. what I'll do is I'll create a formula like this. If there is a cross mark inside the square, then you always give me 5. So there's a cross mark inside the square, it will give me 5 plus, again, there's a cross mark inside this one. There's a cross mark inside this one. That means it will give me another 5 plus, again, inside this square, there's another plus there, plus 5, which is 15. So the answer there is 15. Clear with this? So if you haven't followed me with this one, please go back and review a video on figure countings. I've discussed in detail there. Okay. Question number 94. How is my brother's father's daughters related to me? Okay. It's a blood relation question. I'll start with this. My brother's fathers. That means this is you. I'll just write me here. Before that, I'll represent male and female like this. This is male, and this one is female. If I want to write both of them are married, I'll just write like this. That means double line means they are married. If I want to write them as brothers and sisters or siblings, I'll just write like this. Single line means siblings, double line means they are married. So I'm just writing single line here because they are siblings. My brothers, this is your brother here. My brother's father's daughter's daughter. So this should be again. This is you, and this, he's saying that my brother, which is this one, brother's father is this one, father's daughter. That means if this is a father, I'll throw a daughter here. Daughter's daughter, which is this one. So I'll just okay. What is asked? How is he related to me? That means how is this one related to you here? What is it? According to you, it's a cousin. Because this guy here, or this, so the lady here is your aunt's daughter, which is cousin. Clear with that? I'll be discussing blood relation in detail as well. No worries. Next is square root. So for square root kind of function, it's like this. There's a rule here. If a number is ending by 1, then the square root of that number has a unit digit of 1 or 9. And if it is 4, then it is either 2 or 8. And if it is 5, then it will be 5. If it is 6, then it will be 4 or 6. If it is no. If it is 9, it is 3 or 7. If it is 00, it is 0. I'll just explain this. If the unit digit, that means unit digit means the first digit here, okay? In this case, you ask to find the square root of this one. Square root of 5929. The unit digit is 9 here. So if the unit digit is 9, then I'll follow this rule. The unit digit is 9 here, so which means it will follow this one. So square root of 5929 will have a unit digit of either 3 or 7. 3 or 7. That means we have two numbers here. It can be either 3 or 7. That means we have two things here. So because of that, I can eliminate this option. Because it is ending by 9 here. So I've eliminated that. Next. In square root, there's a rule 5929. You divide 2 to each from right hand side, okay? 2 here, 2 here. So you take the first 2, which is 59 here, 59 lines between which square and which square? 59 lines between 7 square and 8 square. Why? Because 7 square is 49 and 8 square is 64. That means 59 lies between 7 square and 8 square. The first number here, this one, will be your first digit. The smaller number, this one, will be your first digit. So just because of that, I can eliminate this option. I have two options now, 77 or 73. But even my option is this one, 77 or 73. How to select this between these two? You multiply these two numbers, the smaller one and the bigger one. 7 into 8 is 56. And you will use this number and compare it with this one. This is 59. Okay. So if you compare 59 with 56, this one is greater, right? 59 is greater, right? So the greater number will be your answer. In this case, it is 77. The greater number is, why? Because since 59 is greater than 56, that's the reason why the greater number is your answer. True with that? Or do I need to repeat? I'll explain an example. Is it? Anyone having that issue? Screen blackout? Okay. Yeah, maybe network issue. Yeah. Let's take an example. Let's try to find a square root. Let's use 676. Square root of 676. What's the unit digit here? Or before that, I'll divide 2 to each. From right hand side, this 2 and this 1. Now, the unit digit here is, unit digit means this one, okay? The unit digit here is how much? 6. So which means this rule will apply. If the unit digit is 6, then the square root of that number will either end by 4 or 6. That's number 1. Next is 6 lines between which square and which square? 6 lines between which square and which square? 2 square and 3 square. So the smaller number 1, which is 2 here, will be your first digit. So which means square root of this one will start with 2. Let's multiply this one, 2 into 3, which we are getting 6. In this kind of case, if this value and this value is same, then in that case, always go for the greater number. So the greater number here is how much? 6. So the square root of 676 is 26. Okay. So that's how we approach. There's one more question asked last year, so when I do that, you may understand better. Now, this is a question based on average. Question number 96. Miss Lata travels from A to B at a speed of 10 km per hour and returns from B to A at a speed of 15 km per hour. Here's her average speed for the round trip. Okay, there's the formula for this kind of question. Going from A to B and again returning from B to A. So in this type of question, the formula is 2 times of AB divided by A plus B. That means A is the going speed and B is the coming speed. Okay, how fast you are coming. So now 2 into Lata is traveling towards B at a speed of 10 km per hour and returning at a speed of 15 km per hour divided by again 10 plus 15 here. So now our answer will be 2 into 10 into 15 divided by 10 plus 15 is 25. So can we cancel? 5 twos are 10, 5 fives are 25, 5 threes are 15. 2 twos are 4, 4 threes are 12. So 12 kilometer per hour. How is it? Are you guys following? The formula is this one. It's just directly formula based only. Okay, let's go to the next. It's a figure completion. This thing, I don't need to do this. I'll just give you an idea how to solve this kind of question. So whenever you ask to solve this one, you always find the mirror image. Okay. You have this one. You need to find this one. So mirror image of this one, you just look around. This one is not an option. This one is not an option. This one is not an option. The option is mirror image. Okay, just the opposite of that. So that's how we solve. Even this one, what is it? It's going one step, and this one is going this step. Same thing here, going one step and going one step forward. So which means the arrow one is traveling in anti-clockwise direction, and the dotted one is traveling in clockwise direction. So which means if this one is traveling in clockwise, then it will come here. That means point will be here, point will be here. These two options are eliminated. Now this one is traveling in anti-clockwise. That means this arrow will go back to that point. So which means this one, the option here. So that's how you solve. Nothing much to do there. Just some logical, I guess. LCM now. So if you're asked to find LCM, you take all the numbers together. 2, 4, 3, 0, and 4, 5. After that, you find a common number that can divide at least 2 of them. In this case, I'll use 2. And what I'll suggest you is always try to use prime number. Okay. So in this case, 24 and 30 is divisible by 2. That's the reason why I'll use 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2 fives are 4, 5. I won't use 2 here because 2 can divide 12, but not this one and not this one. So I'll use 3 now. Because 3 can divide 3 of them. 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15, 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15. Now I can use 5 because 5 can divide this 2. So 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15. So whenever you're finding LCM, you just multiply all the factors. 2 into 3 into 5 into 4 into 1 into 3. So I'll multiply this way. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 into 5 is 40. 3 into 3 is 9. And 360. So which means the answer here is 360. Whenever you're multiplying a large number, always multiply 5 with an even number. It will give you 0. Okay. Next is 100. So maybe this is the last question for that one. Yeah. So let's start with this. It can be solved anyway by squaring this one or squaring this one. But I'll use algebraic approach because it's much more better if you can follow me with this. We have learned from class 10 that a squared minus b squared is a plus b and a minus b. What I'll do is I'll assume this one is a and this one is b. So this is 0.5 square, which means a square, minus 0.3 square, which is b square. That means a plus b. Just rewrite this one. A plus b, a minus b, divided by 0.5 minus 0.3. If you look here, I can cancel this 2, which means 0.5 plus 0.8, 0.5, what is happening? 0.3, which will give me 0.8, which is the answer there. So the formula you can use this one. Without using formula also fine. 0.5 square is how much? 0.25, and this one is 0. How much? 0.9 divided by 0.8. If you simplify this one, you'll still get 0.8 here. Okay. Okay, let's start with CSE 2023 question. The question here is, it's a bar graph. So let's read the question. The bar graph given below shows that the expenditure of the savings of 5 different families, A, B, C, D, and E in the starting graph. Okay. Saving, expenditure, and if the expenditure of family B and C is same, then the ratio of the saving is okay. One thing is given in the question. Can you please mute yourself? I think someone's mic is on. Expenditure of B, I'll just write like this. Expenditure of B is equal to expenditure of C. This is what the question says. The expenditure of family B and C is same. What I'll do is, I'll do like this. I'll just assume that their income is the expenditure of, what is it, B and C now. B, I'll just, how should I use? Before that, whenever you are solving income test question, income will be always equal to expenditure plus saving. Okay. So now I'll just assume like this. The income of B is X and the income of C is Y. I'll just assume like that. According to our data, let's look at it. The expenditure of B is how much? 40%. Expenditure of B, I'll just use this one okay here. So expenditure of D is equal to expenditure of C. Expenditure of D is 40% of what? Of the income, which is X, equal to, what is expenditure of C? Expenditure of C is 25%. 25% of the total income, I'm assuming it is Y, of Y. Now, 40% means 40 divided by 100. Whenever you're converting from percentage to fraction, then you just divide it by 100. Okay. That's the reason why I'm dividing by 100. All means into equal to X. 25 divided by 100 into Y. So 100 cancel. 5 3s are 15. 5 8s are 40. That means 8X is equal to 3Y. Which can be written as, I'll just rewrite it here, okay? Which can be written as X divided by Y is equal to 3 divided by 8. That means I'm bringing this one down and I'm bringing this one down. So which simply means the income of A, I can assume it as 3, and B, I can assume it as 3, and the income of C, I can assume it as 8 here. So what is that? The ratio of the saving. So what is the saving? 60%. So B is saving 60% of how much? Of 3, which is divided by, we need to find ratio. So I'll just write it like this. Is to, B's saving is 60% of 3 and C's saving is how much? 75%. 75% of 8. So 100 cancel. I can cancel this one directly. 5 or 3 to the 6, 3 5s are 15, 5 5s are 25, 5 on the 5, 5 to the 10, and 4 3s are 12, 4 to the 8. Is there any more? Is there any errors? This, I don't think we can get like this one. 3 is to 8. That means 3 divided by 8. So 60%, 60%, no, 60 divided by 100, that is 175, 25 divided by 100, so I'll just cut it again. I don't know where I've gone wrong. So 60 into 60% of x and 75% of 8. 2 for the 8, 2, 3, 0, that means 2, 1, 5, 15, 1, 15, 5, 6, yeah. 3 to the 3, 3 to the 6, that means 1 is to, I'm getting 1 is to 4, what is it? There may be some miscalculation here, okay? And I don't know where it is. Please go through this calculation once and you make a correction. Definitely I've done my careless mistake here. So that's right, 60 is to 70 and cancel it 67. What is it? Okay. 60 to 70, so you cancel it and come out. Actually, it's not the right way, okay? Because we don't know their income though. I don't know where I'm going wrong, but there may be some miscalculation here. And I don't want to retry again. So you try by yourself. If you didn't get your answer, then DM me. I'll explain there, okay? But the approach is this way only. Oh yes, yeah, that's a problem. Thank you for that. So 5y here. I'm very careless in calculation. So now I can write it as x divided by y is equal to 5 by 8. So which means I can write it as 60% of 5. 60 into 5 is equal to, how much is it? 75 into 8. So we can cancel directly now. 5. 5 ones are 5, 5 are 25, 15, 4 are 4 ones are 4, 4 to the 8. That means 1 is to 2. It is 1 is to 2. Yeah. That's the answer. I hope you followed me. I was a bit confused just because of my ears here. Okay, let's go to next. Oh, it's a biter again. So same thing here. Let's look. It is given in terms of percentage, which means I'll use 100%. Mrs. Rao and her family's monthly income is 50,000. So 100% is nothing but 50,000. This is number one. Number two is, what is asked? The difference between the amount spent on house rent and monthly bills. House rent is how much? This one. And monthly bills is this one. So 22% minus 12% will give me how much? 10%. So without calculating also, what's the 10% of 50,000? If you get a salary of 50,000, then your 10% will be how much? 5,000. Just by 10 dice approach. 100% is this one, which means 1% is 50,000 divided by 100, 0, 0 cancel. That means 10% will be 10 into 500, which is equal to 5,000. So that's the answer here. Any doubts here? Clear? Okay. Let's go to next. Okay, it's a simplification question. There's a percentage here. 80%, I told you to write. If you want to convert into fraction, you just divide it by 100. Of means into 100 plus root over x is equal to 81. So 100 cancel. That means root over x, 80 plus root over x is equal to 81. If you transfer this plus 80 to the other side, it will be minus 80, which means root x is equal to 81 minus 80, which is equal to 1. So root over x is nothing but 1. Just one concept here. If you have square, then if you transfer the square to the other side, it will always become square root. Same thing here. If you transfer a square root to the other side, that means this square root will become square. So that's what I'll do. If you transfer the square to the other side, it will be 1 square, which is 1 itself. So the answer here is 1. Okay. Okay, next. The average of the first 5 prime number. What are prime numbers? First 5. Remember, 1 is neither prime nor composite. So which means we will start with 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Average formula was the sum of the term divided by the number of terms. So let's sum the terms here. 2 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 11 divided by how many terms? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which means we have 5 there. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. 17 plus 11 is 28 divided by 5. So if I divide this, 28 divided by 5, 5 5s are 25, and how much? 3? 5, 6. So which means we are getting 5.6 as our answer, which is this one. Any thoughts here regarding this one? Clear? Okay. Let's go to the next. The question here is, okay, before going to this, I'll just tell you a ratio approach. If you are given two ratios such that one ratio is common. So I have A is to B and B is to A, B is to C. In this case, I have a common here. P is common. So in that case, what we do is we do like this. If you ask to find A is to B is to C, then the value of that will be, you multiply like this. This two. A into P will be one part, and P into P will be another part, and C into C will be another. I mean, P into C will be another part. So you will understand better when we do this one. We have A is to B, which is given as 1 is to 2. And again, B is to C is given as 3 is to 4. Always remember this one and this one should be common. We have here B, I have here B. Only then I can apply this rule, okay? So A is to B is to C is nothing but, I'll just multiply this one. 1 3 are 3 is to 3 to the 6 is to 4 to the 8. So we have 3 is to 6 is to 8 as our ratio. But in our question, we are just asked to find A is to C. A is how much? A will correspond to this one, C will correspond to this one. That means 3 is to 8 is our answer here. Okay, with this, it's an important concept. Very important. Expected question. Now next. Let's sense that you will get question based on this one, but just for your understanding, if any point is given, and if that point lies on a line, then your left hand side will always be equal to your right hand side. What do I mean by that? If I put, remember, if you have 2 points here, 1, 2, always remember that the coordinate here, this one is x and this one is y. This one is x value and this one is y value. The first one will always be x and the second one is y. So you try putting this value, and if your left hand side is equal to right hand side, then that's your answer. 2 into 1 minus 3 into 2. This one is from here, and this 2 is from here. So which means I'm getting 2 under 2 minus 3 to the 6. So which means I'm getting only minus 4. This is wrong. Let's check for the other one. X here is how much? 1 plus 2 into how much here? Y here is 2. Which means 1 plus 2 to the 4, which is equal to 5. That means this follows. Your left hand side you are getting it is 5, and your right hand side it is 5 itself. So the answer is this one. So simply you put this value in the equation, and if your left hand side is equal to right hand side, then that is the answer. So this chance that you ask this one, that if asked, you just put the value and get the answer from there. Next, what percent of a number from 1 to 70 have 109 as its unit place? Okay, it's an easy one, nothing much here. 1 to 9, how much? How many number will have one digit? 1 and 9. There will be 2, which is 1 and 9 itself. What about from, let me just use 1 to 10 here. And 11 to 20. How many? There will be only 2, where your ones digit is either 1 or 9, which is 11 and 19. Same thing, from 21 to 30, it will be 2, which is 21 and 30, 29. Same thing, 31 to 40, which is another 2. Again, 41 to 50, which is another 2. And for 51 to 60, it will give you another 2. And what is it? 61 to 70 will give you another 2. So let's sum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 to the 14. So the answer here is 14. Okay with this? We are talking about unit place only, okay? Unit place. Which means if you have 29, it means this one only. Even though you have 11, I'll just count it as 1 only. Because unit place is only 1. So let's go to the next. The cost price of 11 pen, that means cost price of 11 pen is same as, that means it is equal to selling price of 8 pence. That means into 8. So cost price by selling price is equal to, that means I'm just bringing this one down, okay? So 8 divided by 11. In simple terms, cost price is 8 and selling price is 11. What is cost price? Cost price means with how much money you have bought the article. And selling price means with how much you are selling. Let's simplify this. You bought something for 8 rupees. You bought something for 8 rupees but sold for 11 rupees. So there will be a profit of how much? 3. Your profit is 3 from what? 8 rupees. If you want to get your answer in terms of percentage, always multiply by 100. What was the reverse of that? If you are converting a percentage to fraction, we just divide it by 100. And if you have a fraction and if you want to convert it to percentage, you just multiply by 100. So this is the fraction here. 3 by 8 is the fraction, and I want my answer in terms of percentage. That's the reason why I'm just multiplying by 100 here. So 4 to the 8, 4 into 25. So 25 into 3 is 75. 75 divided by 2, that means it will be 37.5. If I divide this, yeah. So the answer is 37.5%. Okay with this? So try to simplify everything. Here you are buying something at 8 rupees and selling at 11 rupees, that means there's a plus of 3, that means there's a profit of 3 rupees. And always use your cost price in your denominator. Okay, let's go to the next. Same thing, LCM here. Let me not waste time solving LCM. And we have another question here, another simplification here. So I'll leave this one for you guys. Simplification lets me not waste time. I'll try to focus on other types of topic. Okay, syllogism. So when we talk about syllogism, I'll do like this. I'll just give you a concept here. There are certain ways to solve, but for me, I feel like Venn diagram method is the best method and the fastest way. So when I say all A are B, that means I'll just write A inside B. And if I want to write some A are B, I'll just share some space here. That means some B are A and some A are B. There's some sharing here. Some means there's a sharing there, okay? Next, I think that two concept is more than enough. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with this. In syllogism, actually this topic is important, okay? Syllogism. I'll try to discuss this one in next class. The question is, all squares are circle. That means square is under circle. All squares are circle. That means all the square is under circle. All circles are rectangle. That means all the circle is under rectangle. Always remember that this inner one, or before that, let me just let's go to conclusion once. All squares are rectangle. All squares are rectangle. Can I say that? Because this square is inside the rectangle, which means our conclusion number one will follow. Why? Because this one is inside the rectangle. But this will never follow. All rectangles are square. That means I cannot fit this larger circle inside the smaller circle. That means it will not follow. So this will not follow. So the answer here is only two will follow. Let's go to next and let's try to understand this. The statement says all clothes are shirts. That means all clothes is inside the shirt. The next one is some shirts are stems. Some shirts. That means there's a sharing between shirts and stems. Some shirts are stems. What's the conclusion here? Some clothes are stems. Some clothes are stems. If there's no direct relation, that will not follow. If there's no direct relation. If you look here, there is no direct relation between clothes and stem. That's the reason why this option will not follow. This conclusion will not follow. Some shirts are clothes, which simply means some of the shirts are clothes. That means inside the shirt there belongs a cloth, which means cloth is inside the shirt. Certain part of the shirt is cloth. So which means this will follow. So option 2 will follow. Oh, this one is option 1, right? So any doubts here regarding this one? That's how syllogism works. We won't ask you the top level question, just the basic levels only. Next is this one. It's a critical reason question. Yeah. Let's try to solve. The Vedas are backed with Cretus wisdom. That means Vedas are backed with Cretus wisdom. That's number one. A German scholar, Max Müller, that means German scholar, Max, I'll just use Max. Option T. For this one, I don't know. Let's check. Next is Max Müller. A German scholar Max Müller published a first scholar translation. Okay, which means Max translated something. Translated Vedas. So let's check. The conclusion says German discovered wisdom. This will never follow. Because German, it doesn't say anything about German discovering wisdom, but it says about a German scholar, Max Müller, translated with us. That's what it says. So which means this will not follow. With us was first written in German. So which means this will not follow as well. So which means there is no relation here. Let's go to the next. Even me, it's my first time. So let's go to the next. Even this one is a critical reasoning. We call this type of question as critical reasoning, okay? Critical reasoning kind of question. Mrs. Carson took a taxi to meet her three friends for lunch. They were waiting for her outside the restaurant, but she pulled up in a car. She was so excited to see her friends that she left her tote bag in the taxi. As the taxi pulled away, she and her friends took notice of the license plate so that they could be able to identify the car and we call it camera. Okay. Now let's look at the statement here. Four women seem to agree that the plate starts with the letter J. That means the number plate starts with J. That's number one. Number two is three of them agree that the plate ends with 1, 2, L, 12L. So which means this option is eliminated because 12L there. Three of them think that the second letter is X. That means second letter is X. So which means this option is also eliminated. Next, a different three think that the third letter is K. Third letter is K. That means the answer is this one. J, X, K, 12L. Yeah, the answer is option number A. Nothing much there. Just derive the data and get the answer from there, okay? Now comes number series. It's an important topic for NSSB, especially for NSSB. In NDSC, they may not ask or they may ask, but NSSB 100% sure they will ask. Every time they are repeating question based on number series, and it's not that hard as well. So let's try this one. This is we have 1, 2. I'll just write it here. 1, 2, 6, 3, 0, and 2, 1, 0. I'll just give you an idea. Look at the first number and the last number. If the last number is much more greater than the smaller number, remember that there's a multiplication going on. So I'll try to find a relation here. 1 into how much is 2? 1 into 2 is 2. Next is 2 into how much is 6? 2 into 3 is 6. 6 into how much is 30? 6 into 5. Again, 30 into how much is 110? Which simply means 3 times how much is 1? 3 times 7. And we have to find the next. So we see that it's a series of prime number. 2, 3, 5, 7. Next will be 11 into 11. So 210, 210. So which means 0, 1, 3, 2. So which is option number D. So that's how we find. We have a wrong number series here. It's one of the hardest question is wrong number series. So let's check. 3, 12, 16, 80, 85, 504, 516. Is there a plus? I feel like there's a multiplication and there's a plus, okay? So let's see. Let's find a relation between these two, relation between these two, relation between these two, and so on. Let's start with the first one. 3 times how much is 12? 3 times 4. 12 plus how much is 16? 12 plus 5 is 16. 16 times how much is 80? 16 times, is it 5? 6 5 0, 3 9, yes. I'm getting into 5. Next is plus 5 there. And next is 85 into how much? Is it plus 6? 80 plus 5. It should be into 5 here. So let's check for this one. 85 into 5, let's check for 5. 5 are 25, 5 to 10. 5 8 are 40, 42. We are getting this, or we are getting this one here. So which means the wrong number here will be 504, I guess. So let's go to next. Question by 87. Clock is related to time. That means clock gives time. And odometer, that means odometer means the speedometer that you see in your car. Odometer will give what? Distance, right? So now, next same thing here. Before going to this one, I'll just give you an idea. Whenever you see coding decoding based on alphabets, what I'll suggest you is you can write this way. So what I'm doing is the opposite of A is Z and the opposite of Z is A. That means up, down, they are opposite to each other. And what I can do is I'll just give the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Now let's look at this. PARTNER. It is written as OZQSMT and Q. You find a relation here, P and O, that means minus 1. A and Z, that means 1 backward, that means minus 1. R and Q, again minus 1. So every term there's a minus of 1. So I'll just directly derive here. S minus 1 is R, E minus 1 is T, so R and T. So which means these two options are eliminated. Next is G minus 1 is F. So the answer is this one. Nothing much complex here. Just write it down and derive it. Yes, you're correct. Let's go to the next. Find the odd one out from the following. So even this kind of question, you need squares and cube. So what I'll suggest you is 1 to 25, 1 to 10. This is square and this is cube. Okay. See, what is this? 64 is 4 cube, 1 cube. Excuse me once, okay. My battery is low. Susan, can you please bring me the charger once? Attach it here. Yeah. Okay. So now this one, 125, it is 5 square. So this one is your odd one. Okay. Next is inequality. So for this type of question, you just create an arrow out of it and solve it. Nothing much here. Okay, wait a minute. So now, T and B. Let's find a relation between T and B. Before that, just a concept here. If you combine this one, any inequality with equal to, it will give you the inequality itself. So that means if I combine this two, I'll get this one. If I combine this one and this one, always remember, if you combine greater than and greater than or equal to, it will always give you greater than. Okay. So if I combine this two, I'll get greater than. Again, if I combine this one and this one, I'll get greater than. That means T is greater than B. That means conclusion 1 follows. Next is, let's find a relation between G and H. Where is G and where is H? Okay. Directly we see G is greater than H, so which means directly both 1 and 2 follows. Nothing much there. Just remember that if you combine anything with equal to sign, it will give you that inequality itself. And if you combine less than or equal to, then it will always give you less than sign. Okay. There's another alphabetical series here. Coding decoding. So let's check. It's a number swap only. SPHERE. That means EREHPS. That means this one goes here, this one comes here. So I'll just write the reverse. NOITIPIHX. NO. This one is cancelled. NOITIP. That means this one is cancelled. VIHX. So which means the answer is this one. So this one goes here, this one goes here, this one goes here, just interchanging purposes. Reverse order only, so nothing much. So whenever you see this kind of question, directly just write the reverse of this one, and you will get the answer by that. Now, next is a figure series. So in figure series, you just look at the positions. This one goes here, so which means this will go here. That means again we are going like this. That means every time the middle one goes to the top left. So this one will go to the top left. That means this option is eliminated. So I have these things here. So what do I have here? I have square here. Square should be in the middle. So it means this option is eliminated. Next is this one will go here, but we see an error here, so which means the option is wrong. So you look at the pattern and get the answer for that. Now next, ties. If you have attended my class on ties, or if you have watched the video based on ties, then it will be very easy for you. But if not, just an idea. The branch will always be opposite to this one, and this one will be opposite to this one, and this one will be opposite to this one. So let's check. And remember, two opposite sides can never be next to each other. So you look here, you see dark shades here and you have two ghosts here. Dark shades, two ghosts. That means this is not the option. Why? Because the opposite sides can never be next to each other. Same thing here. I have three dotted here and circle here. That means this are opposite and this are next to each other. Means this is not the option. What about this? Same thing here. Circle here and three dotted lines, so which means this is not the option. So the answer is this one. I hope you're clear with that. Even ties is an important concept for NSSB. Next, whenever you see a number-based ties, then you just write it along. So I'll just write this one like this, clockwise. 5, 3, 1. What is it? What is that? I'll use two dice, okay, not this one. I'll use these two dice and give a check, and after that, I'll check for the other one as well. But one thing is that, just one idea. If you have two faces same, then always remember that the third side, both are opposite to each other. So which means you have 3 here, you have 3 here, you have 5 here, you have 5 here, which means 1 and 6 will be opposite to each other. Okay. But another approach can also be like this. 6, 3, 5. I'm just writing this one clockwise. Same thing, I'll write this one in the clockwise direction. Starting from 6, okay? 6, 4, 2. That means these two are opposite to each other. These two are opposite to each other. What is left? 1 is left. So 1 is opposite to 6. That's also another approach. Okay with this? In order to save time, I'll list this one for you. Next is a ranking based, I guess. Whenever you see this kind of question, you just follow the question. Roshan is taller than Hardik. Remember, then there is who. That means we are referring to the person just before that. That means who is shorter than Sushil. That means Hardik is also shorter than Sushil. Niza is taller than Harry. That means Niza is taller than Harry. Remember, this is Hardik. But shorter than Hardik. That means Niza is shorter than Hardik. Sushil is shorter than Roshan. Where's Sushil? Okay. So what I can do is Sushil is shorter than Roshan. So I can write it like this. Roshan is taller than Sushil, and Sushil is taller than Hardik. So what is ours? Who is the tallest? Which is Roshan. Okay, with that, just follow the question. That's more than enough. Now, find the odd pair out. Let's try to find the odd pair. 130, 110, 135, 140, 145, 180, 25. 180, 25. Like I told you earlier, you use the smaller one and try to bring up to this one. I can write it as 30 into 3, which is 90 plus 10. Let's check the other as well. 3, 5 into 3, 3 5 are 15, 5, 1 in n, 3 are 9, 10. 105 plus 10 will give me 120, 120, 15, right? 115. Let's check for the other one as well. 45 into 3. 5 3 are 15, 1 in n. 5 for the 5 to the 15, 1 in n. 3 for the 12, 13. Okay, I see a pattern here. So 105 plus 5 gives me 110. 135 plus 5 gives me 110. And 25 into 3, which is 75, plus 5 gives me 80. That means the odd one is this one, which is option number A. So this one comes with practice, okay? I don't say anything here. Just practice more questions, then you will get in the exam hall. Even for us, whenever we are doing time-bound exam, we get wrong, or we don't attempt as well. Next is, it's a direct question. This one and this one are prime number. This one and this one are prime number. This one and this one are prime number. But this is a prime number, but this is not a prime number. That means the odd one is this one. All the options are odd pairs, I mean prime pairs, but the last one is not. Next. It's a word arrangement only. So I'll just leave this one for you. And even this one, word formation. Word formation we have U R E L. U R E L. R U L E is one. And L U R E is one. I'm getting 2 here. I don't get anything like this. The option will be 2 there. Okay. I may be wrong, but I think this one should be the answer. Now let's go to CUC 2024. It's 2024 now. We are getting closer to the end. See. This type of question is directly square cube question. Nothing much here. What is 27? 27 is 3 cube. What is 125? 5 cube. What is 1216? 6 cube. What is 343? 7 cube. Here, what is 16? 4. 4 cube is how much? 64. So it's a direct square, cube only. choose the odd one out, reddish carrot, beetroot, tomato, that means this one, because all the other things are roots or are grown under the ground. Next is the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its radius. What is circumference of a circle? 2 by r is the formula. It's just a formula-based question only. So what does it ask? The ratio of circumference to its radius. So r will cancel, which means 2 pi is to 1. 1 there, okay? 2 pi is to 1. 2 pi is to 1. Oh, what is it? The ratio of the circumference of the circle to its radius. Yeah, it's only 2 pi this one. 2 pi is to 1. So which is that? Next is, what's the simplification? I'll leave it for you. Another, let's just use here. P2C, okay. We see a number here, and we see another number here. We see another number here, we see another number here. 2, there should be 3 here. 3, 4, 5, 6. So which means these two options are eliminated. But remember, there's only one number each. That means I cannot use this one, so this one is the answer. Logically, it will follow because 2 here, that means next it will, the number will come next to C. So which means the answer is this one. Nothing much complex there. Next is 65. Let's try this. It's a number series. 11, 22, 34, and 47. There's no multiplication there because the first number is 11 and the last number is 47. Let's check plus here. 11 plus how much is 22? Plus 11. 12 plus how much is 34? 12 plus how much? 2 and 1. Okay, 12. Again, 2 plus 13. Okay. Next is plus 14. We have plus 11, plus 12, plus 13, and plus 14. 47 plus 14 is 7 plus 4 is 11. It will end by 1. So the answer is 61. Yes, that's correct. Let's go to the next. Even this one, you need to arrange word. Next, 169. I'll tell you a concept before this. If you have something like this, 3 to the power minus 1. Minus 1 means this can be written as 1 by 3. Minus represents that that number is in the denominator. Okay. And next concept is, if you have any variable in your power, let's say you have this 27 here. 3 to the power x is equal to 23. Always try to make this one in terms of 3. So 3 to the power x is equal to 27 can be written as 3, 9 are 27, 3, 3 are 9. That means 3 to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 means 27 can be written as 3 times. So now, if your base is same, then your power will always be same. That means x will be equal to 3. So if you have variable in your power, then always remember to convert this one with the same base as the other one. So that's what I'm going to do. 2 to the power minus x. That means this represents that 2 is in the denominator with the power x, which is equal to 1 by 4. I'll just reciprocal it, both of them, we cross multiply. 2 to the power x is equal to 4. I'll convert this one in terms of 2. 2 to the power x is equal to 2 to the power 2. 4 is nothing but 2 into 2. So which means x is equal to 2. So the answer here is 2. Okay with this? It's an important concept. We see often in exam, this concept. Not clear. What I did was just this one only. If there is a minus sign, that means it's in the denominator. So let's take one more number. If you have 5 to the power minus 3, that means minus represents that 5 is in the denominator, and 3 represents that it carries a power 3. So that's what I've done in this question, okay? Next. This type of question is favorite question for NPS and NSSB. the ratio of ducks and frogs in a pond is this one. That means there is ducks as well as frog. Their ratio is 37 is to 39. What is given? If the average number of the duck and the frogs in the pond is this one, so which means average is given. Average of duck plus frog is 152. So what was the formula for average? Average is nothing but, I can write like this. The number of ducks and frogs is 152 into 2. Why 2? Because we have two terms here. That's the reason why I'm multiplying. Since the average is this one, average is nothing but sum divided by number of observation. So if I multiply average with the number of observation, I'll get the total sum. So that's what I'm doing. The number of ducks and frog, I'm multiplying average with the number of terms, which will give me the total number of ducks and frogs together. So 2 to the 4, 10, 1, 2, 2, 3, 304. I'm getting 304 as a total here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like this. I'll sum this two. In terms of ratio, 37 plus 39. If I sum this one, 9 plus 7 is 16, 6, 1, 10, 3, 3, 6, 7. I'm getting a total of 76 in terms of ratio. But I'm getting a total of 304 in reality. So in terms of ratio it is 76 and in reality it is 304. So which means 1 in terms of ratio will represent 304 divided by 76. So now, what do we need to find? We need to find the number of frogs in the pond. Frogs, how much? 39. So I'll just multiply by 39. 304 divided by 76 into 39. So 39, can we cancel it? 39 to 2, 3. Let's cancel this one. 76. I'll just cancel with 2 easily. 2 3 is 6, 2 is 16, 2 1 are 2, 5, 2, and 39. Yeah. 2 1 are 2, 2 9 are 18, 2 7 are 14, 2 6 are 12. So we are getting that. Can we do it further? So 19 into 3, 4. 4 9 are 36, 6 3 9 is 76. So 19 into 4. So which means we are getting 4 into 39. 4 9 are 36, 6 3 9. 4 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, 156. I'm getting my answer is 156 if my calculation is not wrong. Okay. This question, I've done a question similar to this one, so I'll leave that for you. Next. Okay, we have a square root question. But it's a direct question. If you have memorized from 1 to 25, square root of 361 is nothing but 19. You don't need to do anything. 54 is 45% of what? 54 is 45% of what? Okay. What is is? Is means equal to, okay? 54 is 45% of what? I'll use x here. So which means 54 is equal to 45 divided by 100 into x. So if I simplify this, 54 into 100 divided by 45 is equal to x. Why into 100? Because this is in the denominator, this will go to the numerator, this is in the numerator, it will go in the denominator. So if I cancel this, 9 5 are 45, 9 6 are 54, and 5 20. So which means 6 into 3 is 6 are 12 and 0, which is x. So our answer here is 1 2 0. That's how you approach this kind of question. Next. Okay, simple interest. The formula for simple interest is principal into rate into time divided by 100. What is principal? Principal means how much amount you are borrowing or lending out and rate means at what percent, and time means how long. Okay, so we have to just find the symbol in range. This is the principal 9801. For how long? 3 years. Time is 3 years, but at what percent? 10%. Divided by 100. So 0, 0 will get cancelled, sir. So I'll just multiply 3 over 3, 0, 3, that means 4, 4 to hand. 3, 9, that means 7, 8, 9, 29 divided by 10, that means 2940.3. So which is the answer there. So the answer here is option number 1. Why am I putting directly 1 less point here? Because if you have a 10 in the denominator, 1 less point 0 is how you can write. That's number 1. Or I'll just tell you a simple approach. 9801. 10% of this one is how much? 10% of this one is 980.1. You just multiply by 3. You will still get this one. Okay, that's a shorter approach. Next. The sum of the digit of two-digit number is this one. Okay, before this, I'll explain one thing here. If you have a two-digit number, let's say 52. 52 can be written as 10 into 5 plus 2. 10 into 5 plus 2. That's how you can write. Now, same thing. The question says the sum of the digit of two-digit number. That means the digit here is 5 and 2. So if I assume that my two-digit number is xy, it can be written as 10 into x plus y. Why? Because 52 can be written as 10 into 5 plus 2. Same way, x into 10 or 10 into x plus y. That's how we can write. There's two-digit number which is xy. But what does it say? The sum of the digit. The sum of this digit here. If 52, that means 5 plus 2, which is 7. The sum of this two digit is nothing but 7 here. But in this case, the question says the sum of the digit, which is x plus y, is nothing but how much? The number is 5. That's the question number 1. Next. If 9 is subtracted from the number, from this number, okay, from 10x minus plus y, if I subtract 9, that means if 9 is subtracted from the number, the digit gets reversed. That means like this. If you have 52, it becomes 25. So now 25 can be written as 20, no, 10 into 2 plus 5. So just interchange the place. So now the reverse digit for this one will be what? Yx, which is 10y plus x. So this is the reverse digit here. Because x and y, they are interchanging their place. If you have 52, the reverse digit of 52 is 25. Just interchanging their place. So 1 becomes 10 and 10's digit becomes 1's digit. Okay. The digit get reversed. So which is this one? 10y plus x. Now if I solve this, I'll just transfer around. 10x minus x plus y minus 10y is equal to 9. I'm transferring this one this side, transferring this one this side, and this one this side. So which means 9x minus 9y is equal to 9. If I take 9 common out, x minus y is equal to 9. So 9, 9 cancel. That means x minus y is equal to 1. See. You can use the elimination method or substitution method, but I'll just give you an approach here. Two number plus or sum gives you 5. But two number subtracted gives you 1. Can I say it's 3 and 2? 3 plus 2 gives you 5, and 3 minus 2 gives you 1. So which means the option here is 32. So that's the answer there. I hope you followed. It's already how much? 7:32, 8:30, 8:30. Oh, it's nearly 2 hours. How many questions left here? Wow. That's still halfway. Average we have done, so I'll leave numbers series. You have 9 here, 25 here, 49 here, 81 here. See, look here. This one is 9, 25, 49, 81, question mark, and 169. 9 is how much? 3 square. 25 is how much? 5 square. 49 is how much? 7 square. 8 is how much? 81 is how much? 9 square. That means it's an odd number square. Next odd number is how much? 11. 11 square is how much? 121. The answer is 121 there. So if you know those squares, number system asked in the NSSB is just easy peasy. I'll leave this questions for you. These are nothing much, just simple questions only. Okay, let's do some 2025, which is the last. There's things you can do, but let's try this. Is it visible? Let's maximize this. Okay. The statement here is some streams are nice. Some streams are nice. That means there is some space sharing between the two. Some nights are day. That means this is stream, okay? Some nights are day. There is some space shared between night and day. So what's the conclusion here? All days are either night or dream. All days are either night or dream. That means we're gonna follow that. Some days are night. Some days are night. We can say that because there's some area here. So which means this will follow. Only conclusion 2 will follow, yes, which is this one. What about this? Some hens are cows. All cows are horses. That means cows shall come under horses. This is hens, okay. What is asked? Some horses are hens. Some horses are hens. Some horses are hens. We can say that because there is some area that is shared between horses and hens. That means this will follow. Some hens are horses. Some hens are horses. We can say that. Which means both 1 and 2 will follow. So let's see log. Same thing here, you try this one. I'll just do the new type of question only, okay? Okay. This is a new question. It's a seating arrangement. This says lots of questions are asked based on this one. So let's try this. 6 students, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, standing in a line. The question says P is between F and D. So I can write 2 statements here. B is between F and D. F can be this side or D can be this side. 2 options. Next is E is between A and C. Okay, E is between A and C. I'll just keep it for one say. A is not standing beside F and D. That means A is not next to F and D. C is not standing beside T. That means C will be here. C is not next to D. That means I cannot put C here, but I can put C next to F. But what is it? C is not okay. C, E, A. You can write it like that. F is sitting between who and who? B and C there. Nothing much. Just follow the question. Not complex there. It was a reasoning but not reasoning question. Let's try this. Looks like a good question. In a row of boys, A is 15 from the left. That means if this is A, from the left, A is 15th position. And B is 4th from the right. There's B here. From the right, B is 4th. C is immediate left of A. That means C is here. What is the position of C from the right? What is it? 3 points is between, oh, I left something here. 3 points is between A and B. That means there's 3 person here. 1, 2, and 3. Can you write it like this? Till A, there's 15%. Till B, there is 4% from right hand side. Okay, from this is from left hand side and this is from right hand side. And between them, how many people are there? There's 3% there. 15 plus 3 is 18. 18 plus 4 is 22. But what is asked? What is the position of C from the right? From the right. Okay. Normally, without any formula, let's do like this. This is fourth, this is fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and this is ninth. Without solving anything also. You just throw this, what is given in the question, and after that you just keep on counting from the right end. P is fourth, so this will be fifth, sixth, seventh, A will be eighth, and this one will be ninth. Without knowing any approach, just note down what is given in the question, get the answer. Let me not confuse you using this one, okay? This one, though, it's nothing, just few completion only. We have a question here. Opposite of this one. We know that this two are opposite. We know that this two are opposite, and this two are opposite. This is C. Okay, this is a good question. 80 is 20. Numerical value of A is how much? 1. Numerical value of D is how much? 20. You can write it down and check, okay? The one I told you, A, B, C, D, E, F, you write like that, and after that you write the numerical values. And what is it? The numerical value of B is how much? 2, and numerical value of A is 1, and D is 20. Okay, we are getting a logic here. So which means 1 into 20 gives me 20, and here 2 into 1 into 20 gives me 40. It means this two, we know how it follows. So let's write this one. Cat is, C is 3, A is 1, D is 20, which means 3 into 1 into 20 gives me how much? 60. So the answer is 60 there. Just the multiplication of their numerical values. Now ask me why 1, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F. A is 1. The numerical value of A is 1. The numerical value of B is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Q, Z, okay? Oh, we have a Chinese coding here. Let's try this. Whenever you see Chinese coding, one thing I'll suggest you is you look at the question, what is asked first? Okay, what is asked? So in this question, what is asked here? Which of the following is the code for control badly affect problem? Okay. Let's check how is it coded. We have control here, and which is coded as this one. We have another control here, and which is coded as this one. Let's check for the common here. What is common? We see that this one and this one is common. That means control is coded as CHI. Next, what is it? Can you go for problem? Yeah. We have a problem here. So which means if this is problem, is there any question where there is problem? Yeah, there we have another problem here, which is coded as this one. So which means problem here, what is the common here? In this and this, the common here is DA, okay. Problem is coded as DA. Now, control is CHI. Control is written as CHI, and problem is written as dA. CHI and dA. CHI, CHI, so which means this one is eliminated. And we don't have dA here, which means this one is eliminated. So the option is this one. So you don't need to find for all the words, okay? Just find 2 or 3. That's more than enough. See with this? Just a logical money. Is it C? Let's check then. For me, I'm getting this. But the answer is C. Okay. Let's check. Badly. What is badly called? No, let's check for that then. Is there any written is this one? And probably written is this one. Okay. Who are rapidly affected? Rapidly here. So which means if it's rapidly here, it's rapidly here. So what's a common term here? DIC. DIC is common. This is rapidly. This is common there and then error. Effect. So which is I feel like that should be the answer, but tell you yeah, because effect will be RA and there's no RA here. There should be B. No worries. Whether you rectify or not, the truth will always be the truth. So let's stick with that. Okay, we have a number series here. What is it? 259, 1937, 689, 12, 14. I'll start with this. 6, 8, 9, 12, 14, and 18. So if we look at this one, it looks like an alternate series. So I'll just pair it. This one and this one. 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 Let's check. 3 plus how much is? 6 minus how much is 9? Plus 3. 9 plus how much is 14? Plus 5. 8 plus how much is 12? 8 plus 4. 12 plus how much is 18? Plus 6. So which means the next will be, there's a plus of even number and there's a plus of odd number here. There's a plus of odd number here. It's an alternate series. So to say, it's a little bit complex comparing to easy ones. So plus 5, plus 6, plus 7. So 14 plus 7 is how much? 7 plus 14 plus 7 is 11.1. So which means our answer is UD 1. So I'll leave 187 for you. Okay, you do that. I think it's into 2. For directly it's into 2 plus 1 into 2 minus. Let me just do it. I don't want to clarify later. 1937. Itu na itu kuri di itu. It's the best case time. So let's do. Into 2 plus 1. This one is into 2 minus 1. What about this? Into 2, 9 to the 18 plus 1. What about this? 19 into 2 into 2 plus 1. 18 to the 38, right? Minus 1. So into 2 minus 1. So the pattern here is into 2 plus 1 and into 2 minus 1. So next will be, this is plus, this is minus, so next will be into 2 plus 1. So it's 7 into 2 plus 1. Is it there? 75. Yes. The answer is 1. So now, this question, I'll just leave it for you. My drought is going off. I just had 2 hours class before this. Okay, I'll leave the remaining question for you. If you have any doubts regarding the questions that we have done, you can clarify now. You can type it in, or you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Anyone any doubts? You can type it in. If not, our class is done. Yeah, two us so that you can get your update. Okay, if you don't have any doubts, have a good night. As well, study well.
Good night, sir.
Good night. For next class, I'll update in the group.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good night.